Hi, if you're new here, I'm Rob Hill, CEO at Autogroup International. Now, for the last 30 years, my family's been converting American pickup trucks, SUVs and muscle cars from left-hand drive to right-hand drive and shipping them around the world. To sort of 40 countries, we've done 4,500 vehicles. But today I've got to admit something. I have been having a love affair. In fact, I am having a love affair, and I want to show you who it is with. So I need to be honest, and it's with this. And you think, hang on, what is that? But this is the key to this beautiful street legal muscle car. So sitting behind me is a 2024 ZL1 Camaro Riptide Blue 6.2 litre V8 Supercharged 650 horsepower muscle car. It is the absolute business. A proper muscle car. As I say, Riptide Blue. The cool thing is, and you'll see it in a second, is that it is in right-hand drive. So if you want to drive a muscle car but happen to live in Australia or the UK or South Africa or Indonesia or India, Bangladesh, wherever it happens to be, in any of the 65 right-hand drive countries around the world, this is your chance to drive the ultimate muscle car. In so many ways, I don't really need to explain to you the specs and the details of the ZL1 Camaro because it is iconic. Whether you happen to be a Transformers Bumblebee fan, whether you just have an absolute love for muscle cars. It really is the Dodge Challenger versus the Chevrolet Camaro. And as I said before, I'm having an affair with this thing. The crazy thing is these are all of our customers' cars, so our customers send them to us. We convert them from left-hand drive to right-hand drive. And once we've done that, our job is to put them in a container and then ship them around the world to the 40 odd countries. It is going to go to somewhere in, What you need to do is comment below where you think this bad boy is going to end up. Is it going to be in India? Is it going to be in Indonesia? Is it going to be in Australia or South Africa? The UK? You'll find out, maybe you'll find out. So let's talk about it a little bit. 20-inch wheels, Brembo performance brakes. It is iconic, quite clearly. It is Riptide Blue, this unit. Now we are able to source all Camaros, so you know, whether you want to sort of start off a 1SS, a 2SS, the ZL1 like this, or even the crazy track performance version, which is just bonkers, we're able to do so. This is Riptide Blue. Maybe you want a different color unit. This is quite clearly a coupe. If you want the convertible, in fact, we've got a beautiful 2SS coupe inbound. Stunning. Obviously the spoiler. Now, this is a muscle car, so it's got a boot. You're not gonna fit a huge amount of luggage in there, but that's not the point of the vehicle. Everywhere you look, it's just stunning. The lines are clean. It is a genuine 100% kick-ass muscle car. So let's have a look inside this bad boy. All right, so we've had a look at the outside and now let's have a look at the inside. Quite clearly you can see here that it's right-hand drive. There's so many things to love about it. It looks beautiful. Obviously the color on this vehicle is stunning. The ZL1 trim is top-notch. The tech in here is absolutely insane. The performance quite clearly is utterly bonkers, but there is one thing about owning a ZL1 Camaro. And yes, it looks good. If you take the kids to school or you're hanging out with the boys on a Friday night or just going for a cruise on a Sunday on the expressway or motorway, people are gonna look, it is the business. But the thing that stops people in their tracks is this. Key, foot on brake, press this button. Now, I'm gonna be quiet. Listen to this. That is magic. That is why you buy a ZL1 Camaro. It is perfect. Now, we'll show you some more of the tech specs as we get into a bit more detail. There are 4 driving modes on the vehicle, so if you pop in and have a look, you might be able to see this through the dashboard here. Tour mode, sport mode, track mode, snow and ice. Tour mode is quiet mode where it's a little bit quieter than it normally is. Sport mode is the mode that I would always drive it in because it sounds the best. And really, if you're gonna go pick the kids up from school, you want it in sport mode because it does that. So you imagine yourself parked at the school, having to pick the kids up and the kids are wandering around trying to work out where mum or dad is. Now, the fact that you're driving a brand new ZL1 Camaro that's blue, it's probably gonna stand out, but then you just do this. It is just unbelievable. So come inside and I'll show you a few other bits and pieces in here. All right, so here we go. The most obvious thing, obviously, is the fact that I'm sitting in the right-hand side of this stunning vehicle. So it takes us about a month from getting a brand new left-hand drive vehicle and moving it to right-hand drive. And as if you've seen our other videos, you know, 30 years of actually being in the conversion business, an absolutely phenomenally talented team of 176 people. And a lot of our crew have been with us for 10, 15, 20 years. We've got a lot of young crew, a lot of new crew, but we've also got that depth of experience, which means we know how to do this properly. 30 odd engineers, incredible technology from our 3D printing to all sorts of cool stuff, which you'll see in other videos. But first thing you need to look at is, this is absolutely stunning. Absolutely, from the carbon fiber fit out on this side through to the heated steering wheel here. We then get into some of the details. So obviously for us, this is a mirror image conversion. So if you look at the left-hand drive vehicle that comes out of the factory in the US to the right-hand drive version, then it is identical, other than everything is switched across from left to right-hand side. We do a few upgrades, and they're minor bits and pieces, but when we swap across the driving position, on the original vehicle, the passenger side seat is just an old school sliding seat, but we actually upgrade that so that they're heated or ventilated seats, power adjustable, those sorts of things, just because we thought it was missing. Now it's a 5-person car. That is, I don't know, slightly misleading. It is definitely a 2 adult car and, I don't know, 2 relatively small people, maybe your dog. Or your shopping, or whatever else it happens to be. As we switch through, this is the automatic, but it does come with a 6-speed manual, so depending upon what your preference is from a transmission perspective. We've talked about the fact that it's a 6.2 litre supercharged 650 horsepower engine, small block V8, but from a power to weight ratio, this bad boy hammers. Performance data, so 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, 3.4 seconds. Making it the fastest production muscle car available. 0 to 100 is pretty cool. You're at the traffic lights, lights are red, light goes green, you are off like a Elon Musk rocket. Now, 0 to 160, old school 100 mile an hour. So 0 to 100 mile an hour, it's gonna drop that in 7.4 seconds. Then you're going quick. Now, the crazy thing is to get from 0 to 240 kilometers an hour, it takes 19.2 seconds. Now, 240 kilometers an hour is insane, completely and utterly insane. So this is, well, look, and we don't recommend you do 240 kilometers an hour on your local roads, but this is a street legal race car. So that top end performance is super critical if you want to take it on a race day. Now, coming on to that and talking about some of the features, it's got all the normal bits and pieces. Where's my phone gone? So wireless phone charger in the back, drink holder, of course, your modes here that we talked about where you can change it out into tour, sport, track, or snow and ice. And as I said before, just leave it in sport because it sounds, oh, that's the brake pedal, Rob. It sounds like this. Tech-wise, obviously you've got a digital touchscreen on there, so all of your normal features, so phone, audio. Audio-wise, full Bose stereo system, so it's going to bang out the tunes for you. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Wi-Fi hotspot, all the normal bits and pieces. One of the cool things that I quite like, in fact, there's 2 cool digital things that I like in this. PDR, so this is for all of the boy racers out there. So you have the ability of being able to do your performance data recording. So you put in an SD card. So if you're doing a track day, you can set up your start line, your finish line, and actually track your performance. So you don't need somebody out there, I don't know, with an old-fashioned measuring thing. You have the ability on board to actually be able to track your performance data, which is kind of, I don't know, pointless but cool. The other thing in the world of pointless but also super cool is the ambient lighting. Now we're shooting this in daylight, so you might not necessarily be able to see it, but on all the door trims, you can see the door trims here, and around the top of the display and on the other door trim are all of your LED lights. So you have the ability of being able to change out the colors. And again, maybe you want to change the color depending upon your mood. Maybe you're, I don't know, feeling happy, so you want to go pink, or maybe you're taking a lady friend or a boyfriend for a cruise. Maybe you want to go blue to match the exterior of the vehicle, and you just see it just slowly transitions out. Super cool. It is. I say before, it is a love affair, and the person that's ordered the vehicle from us is extraordinarily lucky, and it's beautiful. But we ship lots of vehicles, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of vehicles every year. A lot of them I love. there's a few of them that I just don't want to let go of, and this is definitely one of them. What else can I tell you? There is just so much in the unit. I guess from a driving position, it is comfortable. I'm 6'1", and I'm not a small unit, but I fit in the vehicle. It's got a heads-up display, which again, due to lighting, you're not able to see sitting there, but that gives you your, I don't know, radio station, how fast you're going, rev counter, all of those sort of normal bits and pieces that are on there. So this is the coupe as we've spoken about. It is absolutely stunning. It is available as a convertible, which just takes it to another level. You've got your sunroof, so you want to be able to cruise along the streets, and it's actually lovely. We're obviously in Sri Lanka. We've been in Sri Lanka 21 years. Well, in fact, our 21st birthday is going to be in July of this year when my dad set the business up. But sitting here today, it's early in the morning, skies are blue, it's 30 degrees, and I can literally see the coconut palms through the sunroof, which is pretty sweet. So we convert hundreds and hundreds of vehicles every year. Today in the factory, we're converting 20 to 30 vehicles simultaneously, and they're coming in and going out all of the time. They're starting up, they're being moved. It's normal for car movement and car sounds in the factory. Now I sit upstairs in my office. You've probably seen some of our YouTube clips, but there's one car that doesn't matter what I'm doing. I can be up there listening to my tunes or on the telephone, or I don't know, in my zone working. But when this happens, it's just magical. 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 Now, we can't take the car for a drive today. We don't do that. These are customer cars, so we're not going to go out. We're not going to be a YouTube channel that goes and does crazy ass donuts or other crazy things in the car. There's plenty of clips you can see on YouTube that show you the performance of these vehicles. Just, YouTube or Google search away so you know what they can do. But I'm here to tell you the right-hand drive version of the ZL1 Camaro is, honestly, I think probably the ultimate when it comes to a muscle car. There's people there, it's a Dodge Challenger or it's a Chevy Camaro. It's one or the other with most people. I've got to say, I do love these things. Now, this is 650 horsepower. We work pretty closely with the boys at Hennessy Performance, who are iconic. So through Hennessy, we can actually take a ZL1 Camaro, 650 horsepower, and then the crazy boys at Hennessy Performance enhance that to 1,000 horsepower. You imagine this, but with 1,000 horsepower. You imagine instead of it doing 0 to 100 in 3.4, it blows that out of the water. So we have the ability of being able to source all range of vehicles. So you can get into a Camaro relatively cheaply, to be fair with you, or as you get to the top end, you start spending some serious money. But the important thing that working with us at Autogroup is, there are a few things. We've been doing it for 30 years. We know what the hell we're actually doing. My family started it. We're still running it. So we have the experience, we have the integrity. 4,500 cars. We've got our muscle cars scattered right across the planet in all sorts of countries for those people who want to own an iconic right-hand drive muscle car. And we also offer the complete solution. So we have the ability with our teams in North America to be able to source the specific vehicle that you want. We track all and manage all of the logistics. So literally from buying a vehicle somewhere in North America, we can get it to port, get it packed on the box, on the ship here. Our awesome, just incredible team then do our conversion process. This is all done to ISO 9001 2015 quality assurance, which again, you might kind of think, why is that bother? But it's about the quality. And it's particularly relevant for me in an extremely high performance muscle car, because you are going to drive this vehicle quickly. If you put it on the track, you are going to drive it super quickly. And you need to hope and pray that the people that did the re-engineering of your conversion know what the hell they're actually talking about. And that's what we do. We're good at it, we support it, we provide a global warranty on our platforms, and they are just, particularly this, super amazing. So a couple of last things to ask. If you like the video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That would be really cool, I'd appreciate it. If you want to see another cool car, drop a comment in to tell me what it is that you'd like us to see, and I'll see what we can do about getting a vehicle filmed for you. If you are interested in buying a car like this, then DM us, send us an email, robhill@autogroupinternational.com. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Bumble, Tinder, actually Bumble and Tinder, don't worry about that part. The other thing is the open invitation is that if you're looking at investing in a muscle car, maybe it's a Hummer EV, maybe it's one of our spectacular pickup trucks, maybe you're a Challenger person, you want a Dodge Challenger, then you're going to spend a lot of money. But before you do that, jump on a plane. Sri Lanka is not far from all of our markets, whether it's the UK, Indonesia, Asia, India, Bangladesh, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. Jump on a plane and come and hang out with me for the day and meet my crew. Then you will have the absolute peace of mind that we know what the hell we're actually doing, that we're actually decent people, the way that we operate. You'll see the smiles on the face of my crew. You'll see, the cars that we've got here. And we do, it changes all the time. So, this one's obviously leaving today, but I know in the next week or so, we've got another couple of Camaros arriving and a couple of Challengers, which I'm super looking forward to. We've got some special projects that we're working on that maybe we'll show you. We do armored cars, we do luxury interiors, we do all sorts of crazy cool conversions from left-hand drive to right-hand drive. So once again, if you like the content, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. That would be super cool. Drop a comment, if you like the ZL1. Do you like the blue? What would you buy? Do you want it to be red or white or black? Which one would you buy? And drop a comment to tell me what else you'd like us to do our sort of crazy ass Rob Hill YouTube reviews on. So that's it. Have a good day. I'll talk to you later. And yes, I will send this stunning Camaro to the owner in the next day or two. Cheers, bye.